Welcome back guys to another edition of Looted. Today we are checking out more products which are designed to keep you cool, if you did not guess by the ridiculous intro we just made. Now the main reason we're doing this again is because it is still freakishly hot here in the UK. I'm not used to it, I just want it to be cold. Literally the other week it rained for one day, Twitter set alight with celebration, and then it got hot again. That's how desperate we are for the cold. Bring back the typical British weather. A cooling gel eye mask. Now this can be used in two ways. You can either put it in the microwave to warm up your face, but we're definitely not doing that today, or you can put it in the freezer for about 2 hours to get a cooling effect. You do have to think about where the gel is being distributed, because if you put it in the freezer like that, you're going to have one eye colder than the other because there's hardly any gel in that side. Now, does it fit my face? That's a sight to behold, isn't it? I feel like I'm in the deep blue sea. Emphasis on the blue. Snap test. Super basic product, but I have high hopes for this, so let's put it in the freezer and see how well it works. Ben, freeze it! Dude, your catching hand is terrible. So it suggests that the eye mask should be in the freezer for about 2 hours, so we've done just that. So, let's give this a test. Ah! That was quite cold. Quite cold indeed.
Sounds like it works.
It definitely works. Okay, it's initial shock, and then it's soothing all the way. I really don't want to open my eyes, because I feel like it's going to be like licking a cold lamppost. My eyeballs are just going to get stuck to this thing. You know what? Stuff it. I'm going to open my eyes. Ah! Okay, back to closing my eyes. Whew. I imagine using this as a sleep mask would be quite nice and just really good for just relaxing. All in all, I'm quite impressed. It's cheap and functional. What more could you really want? I'm really not sure if I'm looking at the right camera right now. Now I've been wearing that, I feel like it's going to be blinding as soon as I open my eyes. Ah, God! It's like being born again. Next up, and on the topic of freezing, we've got the ice roller. Now, as well as cooling you down, these are also meant to be really good for your skin. It's meant to be good for your pores. It's meant to relieve redness in your skin. So this has some other benefits other than just keeping you cool. It's kind of a beauty product in the way, and if you've seen this face, you know I need plenty of those. Isn't that right, Ben? There goes my self-esteem. So inside the box, we get instructions and the roller itself, and that's actually quite a neat design. I expected this to look a lot cheaper, but this is quite a sleek design they've got going on here. So once again, this is another super simple product to use. Literally just pop the head off, which is a metal cylinder, which you just put in the freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then reinstall it onto the handle, and you're good to go. So let's put this in the freezer and give it a test. Ben, you caught it. Well done, boy. You're getting better. Thank you, Ben. So this has been in the freezer for about 30 minutes, so I'm just going to go ahead and reattach it to the handle, and then I'm just going to roll it up my arm to give this a test. Ooh. Okay, that is probably the most relieving thing I've felt all day. Stuff it, I'm going straight for the face. Okay, yeah, this is easily the most soothing product that we've tried so far. Also, like I said, this is really good for your skin. It reduces puffiness, the redness of your skin. It's really good for your pores, so all round, it's great for your skin, and oh my God, it's really good on a hot day. Alright, I've been rolling this on my face for about 5 minutes and it's still cold. I'm liking this quite a bit. Is this putting you off at all? Now you can't go through a stupidly hot day without having a cold beverage, so we've got the Beer Chiller by Grand Kitchener. Yet another super simple product, but hopefully quite effective. So you've got these metal rods which you freeze, I'm starting to see a pattern emerge here. Then you just take the frozen rod, put it into your glass bottle, and it just cools down your drink while you're drinking it. So once again, and hopefully for the last time, let's freeze these things. Ben, do me the honors. Thank you, Ben. So we've had the beer chillers in the freezer for about an hour now, so let's go ahead, grab a drink and test these guys out. We're going non-alcoholic because that's the devil's juice and we can't be having that in the studio.
You told me there would be beer.
I'm sorry. Instead you've got apple and watermelon. Lump it, Ben. Don't spill it, don't spill it, don't spill it, don't spill it, don't spill it. Hey, shame I spilt the first one. Okay, so for this test, we have 2 bottles. We've got the control one with no chiller in, and we're just gonna pop the chiller into this one here. This is a very bad idea, I should have drank some. Okay, so lesson 1, drink some out before you put your chiller in or else it overflows. Ben, stop filming, I need a towel, thank you. Look at the bubbles on that guy. That is mildly interesting. So we've got our control room temperature beverage here and we've got our beverage with the chiller in. So let's see what difference this makes. So first up, the control. Pretty warm, but you know, still quite nice. And then onto the chilled one. It's definitely a little bit of difference, but I'm not sure if it's really that chilled. I think if you have a cold beverage to begin with, the chiller will just keep it cold for longer, but if you have a room temperature beverage and you put one in, you're still drinking a room temperature drink. So this test, not too much of a success, but still, freaking delicious. Now, not everybody can stay indoors all day. You need to get out and about. So you're gonna need the mini portable misting fan. Now, in our last video on cooling products, we checked out a load of fans, but this one is a misting fan, which we have not tried before. And I'm hoping will be better than any of the ones that we tried before, because the ones that we tried before were pretty naff. All the instructions are in Chinese. Oh no, there's the English. Yep, makes sense to me. So you've got a little clear plastic container which you can put some water in. You've also got a micro USB cable to charge the fan, and then you've got the fan itself, and we went for the baby blue because it matches my eyes. So if you didn't guess from the fact that it comes with a micro USB, this actually contains a lithium-ion battery, which makes it 10 times more convenient because you can literally charge it anywhere that has a USB port. And as I mentioned, it's got a misting function, so you've got a little compartment here to put the water in, and I'm assuming you can fit as much water as you can fit into the clear plastic container that it came with. So you've got two different buttons on the front just there. You've got your power button and your misting button, and there's 3 different power modes. You've got light, medium, and medium. I'm guessing the third one's meant to be a high power mode, but it literally sounds no different to the medium. And then you've got 2 misting modes. You've got continuous and intermittent. Let's just fill the container here so we can test those out. Now, the instructions mention not to let the water overflow, which makes a lot of sense because the electronics are all very much exposed, and if you spill any water from the top there, you're probably going to destroy this thing. So first things first, we're going to set the power to high, and now we're going to try the misting mode. So the first one is continuous. Oh, you know what? That's actually pretty good. I honestly expected this to be a lot harsher than it actually is, but this mist is actually really fine. It doesn't hurt your eyes. This is honestly the best fan that I've ever tried. So that's continuous mode. Then you've got intermittent mode. So that should spray for a while, then stop, and then start again. There you go. It's not much of a wait between sprays, but you know, significant enough. You know what, just keep on continuous. Yeah, oh, that's the stuff. The great thing about this is that it's just such a fine mist that it doesn't make your face wet, it just cools it down. And it leaves your face pretty much completely dry. I kind of just want to have this on for the rest of the video because it's goddamn hot in here. It's also probably worth mentioning that you don't have to have the fan on to use the mister. You can just turn the mister on just like that, which actually looks pretty damn cool. No pun intended. Oh, Ben, you're looking eager. Do you want to give this a try? Do you want to give it a go? Yeah. Oh, well, we've got to move on to the next one. Now, adding all that moisture into the air, we should probably get rid of it, which is why we've got this dehumidifier. A dehumidifier, I hear you say. That's not going to cool you down, but let me tell you my theory. Here in the UK, we do not experience dry heat. We get humid, muggy, just disgusting heat. We get the sort of heat that when you go outside, your clothes stick to you and you just feel more and more disgusting as the day goes on. And that's especially the case in this studio. As soon as you start filming, you just start feeling disgusting pretty much instantly. So using the dehumidifier in the studio should remove the moisture from the air and make it easier to cool down. That's the theory, and that's what we're gonna try today. So super quickly, what we've got in the box, we've got instructions, plug, copious amounts of polystyrene, and the dehumidifier itself. Ta-da! Straight off the bat, I'm liking the design of this thing. It looks very tidy, it looks neat, it's even kind of cute with the green and the white. It's just a clean looking product. So if you're like me and never used a dehumidifier before, it is super simple to set up. Basically, you've got a clear plastic tray on the back here. Once you turn it on, it will start collecting moisture from the air, putting the moisture into this little container. Once the container is full, you empty it, you dry it, you put it back in, and repeat. Super simple. Now let's see if it actually works. So we just put our power cable into the back there, and then you've got a massive on button on the front. You can't miss it. So you just hit the on button, and that's it. This is actually quite a quiet device. I was expecting this to be a lot louder, but it's actually really subtle. You could easily leave this in a room and not even know it's on. It's just such a subtle noise. Now it's going to take a while to feel the true effects of the dehumidifier, so we're going to go ahead and leave this on while we do the rest of this video and come back to it and see how well it's done. So it's been about 5 hours now, and honestly, it hasn't actually reduced the humidity in this room that much. There has been a slight difference, but as the day has gone on, it's gotten slightly hotter and thus making the humidity worse, and I don't think there's much saving us at this point. This dehumidifier works with humidity percentages at about 45 to 90%, and we've got about 50% in the UK right now, and we're pretty damn sure it is much worse in this room, because we are feeling very, very sweaty in this room right now. Isn't that right, Ben?
Incredibly incredibly moist.
But let's judge how well it worked by seeing how much water ended up in the container. And as we can see, not a huge amount. There's about 5 teaspoons of water in there. And I'm not sure how long it would take normally to fill up a dehumidifier, but that doesn't feel like a lot to me after 5 hours. It's hard to say. Maybe it's not as humid as it feels in here, or maybe the dehumidifier doesn't work as well as we hoped. I think you'll get the best out of this product if you're using it in like a damp laundry room or something. But unfortunately, we did not get the best results out of testing it today. The good thing about this dehumidifier is that it's compact, it's very quiet, easy to use, literally just on and off with a simple button. It's also very economical, so it doesn't use much power at all. And though we didn't get the results we were after today, this could be a very good long-term solution for someone who has a very, very damp room and needs something that they can just leave on all day and not worry about wasting your energy bill. And last and hopefully not least, we've got the ChillMax Pillow, which I only bought because it was called ChillMax. Seriously, how can you resist a product with a cool name like that? It's like max power. So this product is made by JML, and I don't know if you get JML in the US, but basically it is our version of the As Seen on TV products that you guys get over there. You know, the ones with the completely ridiculous advertisements, which are all in black and white and show an old lady struggling to do some mundane task, and then JML come along with this miraculous product which changes everything into color and makes their life so easy. But it's actually just a piece of tap which you use once and then never use again, which is pretty much what we've got here today. Now I'm going to go ahead and try and read some of the information on the back of the box in my best JML voice. ChillMax can be inserted into your favorite pillowcase or cushion, or placed on top for maximum cooling. The portable size and wipe clean design means that you can take it wherever hot, sticky nights or uncomfortable, prolonged sitting might be a problem. For extra cooling, refrigerate before use. Yours for $10.99. Buy now, get one free. Buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now. Before even getting this thing out of the box, one thing to note about the ChillMax is that this thing is surprisingly heavy. And ChillMax. Wrapped in plastic, you know, perfect for the environment. Right, let's not dilly-dally, let's give this thing a test.
Are you cooler now?
Actually, yes. On the box, it does say that you can refrigerate this thing to make it more effective, but straight out the box, it's not too bad. It is a little bit cooling, and I'm thinking if you just want like a subtle cooling, you don't want it absolutely freezing, this is actually not a bad place to start. I imagine using this as a pillow topper would be really effective, and it is super squidgy, so I imagine it will be quite comfortable as well. It is quite comfy and certainly cool, but I feel like we need to put it in the fridge to test out the true effects of the ChillMax. Oh yeah. This is refreshing. Dude, I could just totally take a nap right about now. You know what, let's make a perfect butt cushion. Oh, that is awkward to talk about. Well, out of the 6 products we tried out today, if I had to pick one to leave the studio with today, it would have to be, it's gotta be the portable misting fan. This thing is absolutely amazing. It's perfect for when you're out and about, if you're hiking, if you're, I don't know, going to a concert, if you're anywhere hot, it's perfect to have around. If you have a really crappy flat like I do and you get literally no air in there whatsoever and you just need something to fill the void, this thing will do the trick. Literally the most satisfying thing I've tried on this channel. I don't even care that it's ruining the audio. And with that, that's going to be it for another edition of Looted. If you like this video, hit like. If you really like this video, hit subscribe. We've got more videos on the way. If you want to check out any of these products, we've got links down in the description. You can even follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I've even got my own personal Twitter, which you can follow me on there. And also, if you want to support the channel further, you can check out our Patreon page, link in the description. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.